It's time for the review of Seiyu Life. Like, comment, and subscribe. Dreaming of becoming a top-tier professional in the fast-paced competitive world of voice acting, Rookie Futaba Iskano frankly scurries around searching for auditions and performance sessions, rubbing elbows with some of the biggest names in the industry. She tries to find her own unique voice and style. Along the way, she befriends two important allies, Ichigo Moasaki, an aspiring idol who claims to be a princess from another planet, and Rin Koaha, a cheerful child actress who tries her best to balance the career and school at the same time. Together, the girls brave the ups and downs of the entertainment industry, but as Futaba, who performs assessments at her agency just around the corner, her career might be over sooner than expected. Sora ga Shuri is a humorous and sincere celebration of the industry that gives anime its voice. Sora ga Shuri was created by an actual voice actress who makes a cameo appearance in the anime. A number of other well-known Japanese voice acting talents appear in the series under their own name, with each episode featuring one special guest, Shuri. This anime has a sequel. It's about 13 episodes. It premiered July 7, 2015 to September 29, 2015. Based off a web manga series, it's slice of life, comedy. Each episode is 20 minutes per episode, and this is rated PG-13. Now let's get started into the review. As the story goes in this anime, we find the daily lives of voice actors, especially up-and-coming voice actor. Now, many people might be intrigued by this anime because you get learn a lot more about voice acting, at least in Japan, from most of the animes that we come to know and love. And I think what's really perfect about this anime that it's very underrated, and I think due to the other popular anime that came out during the summer season, this was kind of like under the radar. That's why it didn't catch a lot of people's attention, I think, first off. And I think with this plot being very plain and simple, up like a newbie into voice acting or novice, kind of say, wants to show her potential and create her own unique voice and art style when it comes to voicing anime characters. And I think, showing the experience of how voice actors become with the inexperience and experience of trying to, for the main character anyway, to try to build her confidence and skills as a voice actor. And I think as you dive more into this anime, you get to learn more about the voice acting, the industry, and the people you learn and the advice you might get from it and how competitive it actually is. I also think it's very special to incorporate well-known famous voice actors in this anime to make it more, not more realistic, but to show even voice actors in the industry today are even wanting to cameo what they go through the industry on a daily basis. And I think if a main character becomes closer to other voice actors in the series who probably adapted for more voice acting, who kind of get that helping hand and trying to show the realistic world of voice acting. And you probably recognize the voices from different anime series as well. And despite her lack of confidence and skills that she needs to improve and work on, it's kind of realistic of what they actually go through in the industry in Japan. Even though they all have their interesting, unique voice acting that makes them unique and stands out from the rest in different anime, and how they can portray different characters and the styles that they are performing and acting out. I think it just goes beyond that, and I won't dive into much of the story because I don't spoil on this channel, so you have to watch the anime for yourself to see which famous voice actors you kind of recognize in this series. And I think I was also really impressed with them showing the audition format of voice acting, what they go through, the different scripts, how they write them out, and how they make the characters really come alive on the screen, which I thought was really cool, especially when it's you see more female than male, but it's a little a well-balanced mix of voice acting. So I think people will really get a kick out of that. And I feel for the main three protagonists who are up and coming voice actors, I feel the two characters that I won't mention by name because I feel you won't get the necessary key points that you figure out in this series. I feel their character development could have been brought out more than what they were given. I feel sometimes when you're given certain characters, their screen time is very limited than what they're often given. And I think sometimes with each episode they're focused on a particular character and not the rest. But I think, with the focus being on voice acting, I guess you'll see the particular one side versus the other. And with voice acting in general, it's very competitive, very fast-paced. You kind of see what they go through with all the paperwork, all the scheduling, and the roles. And I think it's a really good job over that. Overall, I think it's really cool how they take the voice acting job and put it under a microscopic lens and show the industry how it takes to cast a certain character or certain voice actor to commit to a role or to bring that character to life who they think is an overall good fit for the anime that they're trying to narrate on the screen, and how the audience can either relate to them or know other works they've done in the previous past or different roles or different anime. And I think also it shows in any type of voice acting, whether that be in a movie or animation or even in here in the US, it takes many times to get it right, so many times to have the voice project on a certain scene, how it takes to get that scene just down pat right, and for the voice actors to create a certain voice for the character to bring life. I think that's how like most voice actors like become like a big unit of a family, and able to lift each other up and give tips on how they can make the voice better or make it stand out to their own unique type of voice out, which I think is very interesting, which I loved a lot. I think if you really want to know about like if you're intrigued by voice acting and you want to get in the industry yourself, whether that be here in the States or somewhere in a different country, I think this is a good anime for you to like really like sit and watch, because the art style is very simple. The characters have their own unique personality that sets them out from the rest. You know, it doesn't leave you trying to figure out like if there are any missing plot holes in the series, but I think it does a good job showing what everyone goes through, decide like the gender of the characters or like the voice actors themselves. They each have their own unique characteristic, what they bring to the table, and I think it's not too much where you feel like you get lost in the premise of the story. I think you'll be able to figure it out quite simply by just watching it, since it is not that a long of episodes, like 13 episodes. So I think you'll be able to understand like the general message that's trying to convey with the voice acting, and learn more about it, and say like how they form a friendship, how their friendship like goes overall, and like trying to focus on like the dialogue of the voice acting and the characters they have to portray and bring out, whether it be a soldier, a robot, or whatever the role that the voice actors need to portray. I think this does an excellent interpretation of trying to explain the art of voice acting and the struggles and challenges that they go through on a daily basis, just to make sure the character comes out the way they hope and follow the directions of the director and the anime that they're trying to provide for it. But don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. Thanks for tuning this review. Give this big video a big thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. And don't forget to comment down below in the comment section what anime you want to review next, or any suggestions that you might have. I'd love to hear them. And hit the subscribe button for more contents and more videos in the future. See you soon. Bye.